Hey, how you doing? I've been living here in Kampot, Cambodia for quite a while now, and in fact, right now, this week is a 1-year anniversary since I left Canada. Now, I left Canada on good terms. I'm not breaking up with Canada. I'm not angry with Canada right now. Maybe a little frustrated with some of the political stuff going on, but no, I had an opportunity a year ago, and I took it. I jumped in. I did plan for about 3 months. Back in 2023 and 2024. What had happened was I didn't have any work. I was working in real estate as a real estate agent. The markets had just dumped. Nobody was buying, nobody was selling. The sales were down so badly. I hadn't had a sale for quite a long time. And towards the end of 2023, I completed some work on one of my houses. And while I don't own them outright, I owe a lot of money to the banks, I did complete the work. And so not only did I not have real estate work, I had nothing more to do. There was no more large repairs to do on my houses. So I did my budget, and I talked to a very trusted friend of mine, very smart guy, very critical thinker. And I thought, okay, if the critical thinker agrees with my plan, I'm gonna just jump and do it. And when we looked at my budget, we could see that there wasn't a ton of room, but financially it did make sense to go and check out another country where rent is lower. And after I pay my bills, and then I have a little bit extra to be able to pay rent and buy groceries and maybe have a beer. And it's getting a little windy. So what I did was I got rid of everything. I sold my car. I packed all my belongings that I wanted into 10 Rubbermaid boxes, put them in the basement. I sold, gave away, and got rid of everything else. And really just, I left Canada, I left my house with a carry-on suitcase, a small carry-on suitcase, and a backpack and a little bag to go across your shoulder here, where I could carry my passport and really important documents. And that's how I left a year ago, and here I am. And it's been fantastic. I've met a ton of great people. Really enjoyed getting to know. Hello. That's nice. A lot of nice neighbors here. One of the things I like about being here is the people. I've met some great people here. A lot of people have been helpful. There's been a lot of challenges, right? The language is a real challenge. It's not an easy language, coming from English. And I'm sure English is not easy for them. So, okay, so I went to Mexico. That was my first stop. The original plan was to go to Mexico, where I have some great friends, Pepe, Mari, Promo, everybody else. Hello, Joel, hello, Victor, hello, everybody. And what happened was, 2 weeks into my stay in Mexico, there's a lot of neighbors passing by. I'm in the rice field here. I just love the view behind me. I love it. The intention was to go to Mexico, stay for 6 months, and then come back to Canada. But what happened was I ran into an opportunity to fly to Thailand. And I was talking to a guy who was living there and in Chiang Mai. And I'm like, oh man, like Mo, And I'm like, why don't I just go for broke? Why don't I really travel far? I might never get the chance again. Okay, so what I did was I took off for Thailand. Like, I shocked myself. I pressed that enter button on the flight one way from Mexico City over to Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand. And buddy Mo introduced me to a guy who met me in the airport, or met me outside the airport over in Bangkok. And that very first night he had arranged for a hotel room for me, and where I ended up staying for I think 3 weeks. It was a fantastic trip. And from Thailand I did manage to go to Cambodia, then to Vietnam, and then back to Cambodia. And in Cambodia I had an opportunity to get a longer visa, which was just such a great opportunity. And thank you, Cambodia, for welcoming me. I appreciate it a lot. And so I got the longer visa. Vietnam is fantastic. But there's a lot of expats. They're doing border runs, so they can stay for 90 days. Then they got to go outside of Vietnam and re-enter to reset the visa. So every 90 days, they're coming in and out of Vietnam. And it just wasn't a really attractive thing that I didn't want to do that. So I was in Phnom Penh, I think for 2 months, and that was great. I ended up coming to Kampot to visit, and I was here for 3 days. I extended for a week, and then from that week went to Vietnam, and then came back. I said, okay, I'm coming back to Kampot. I really liked it. I explored Kampot, and I really like Fish Island and other areas of Kampot. You do have the ocean. You can go to Coconut Beach. You can go to there's a ferry here at the new port, a ferry port, and you can travel to other places. Pretty soon you're supposed to be able to go to Phuoc in Vietnam on the ferry from Kampot, which is really awesome. And the government here is putting a lot of effort into Kampot, so it is a really nice place to stay. And again, the people are super awesome, super welcoming. I've met some great people. So yeah. So my ability to live here was a series of choices and chances and opportunities, and I took them. Like, it's been awesome. I love it. And as I continue to get to know people and explore, have new experiences, try new foods, learn more about the culture here, come join me. Make sure you subscribe, like, ask me any questions. If I'm able to answer them, I will. Use the comment section. That's what it's there for. Have an awesome day, and happy anniversary to me.